Okay, these guys are supposed to be right below Rixus. We do have an actual ship up here. Okay. I live apart from the rest of the world in this quiet place, making my home with the flowers and insects. I'm grateful you took the time to visit me, so let me tell you a secret. North of the lands of the Yellow Moon, there's a wonderful flower called the balloon flower. It's very beautiful. You'll also find a huge flock of insects that flutter in the wind if you travel to the land where Ixtaka meets the land of the Red Moon. Travel high in the sky to find the Flutterflies. Okay, cool. So yeah, he just kind of tells you a couple of extra discoveries that you can find. But the ones we are looking for here... Ah, there was one. The Elupas. An ancient species that predates the Ixtacan civilization. The Elupas live quietly in the forest. Their calm, proud demeanor has earned them the sages of the forest. They are also known for choosing their mates for life. So that's cool. And these guys are, all of these discoveries are pretty much just directly south of, there it is, directly south of Rixus. And we also get the Observatory. A civilization once flourished under this land, under the Green Moon. The observatory, built on Ixtacan Plateau, speaks to the advanced study of astronomy, but they could not but watch as a shower of moonstones destroyed their culture. Yeah, no matter how advanced they were, they couldn't stand against the rains of destruction. But I think that does it for Ixtaka. There really wasn't a whole lot to find over here. We got pretty much everything that was here to begin with. Now, there is going to be a new discovery just to the west a little bit. There's actually a couple of discoveries. There's going to be one in the low sky over here, and there's actually one in the low sky back over near Shrine Island as well. So we can go check those out. There's also going to be one in the high sky over here. So we've got a bunch of cool things we can find in the South Ocean Silver Moon sort of area. Oh, here we go. The bottomless pit. A chimney-like rock mountain with a hollow center rising up from the Great Cloud Sea. From the depths of the pit, it is said that a woman's weeping can be heard in the wind. Could this be the mythical entrance to the land of the dead? Oh, geez, okay, that really just appeared on me. Yeah, so it's kind of just in the corner of these two lines here, down in the South Sea. There's also going to be a new thing over here and one in the high sky over here. So let's go to the high sky and check out stuff over by Pirate Isle. Ooh, we can also finally go catch these fish that have been hanging up in the high sky, unavailable for us to get. And you cannot get into an encounter while in the high sky, so that makes it really easy to get these guys, and they also don't run away. So, if you're trying to get that fishing title, encountering a flock of these guys is a good way to do that. Oh, I'm gonna guess that this is probably what we were looking for up here. Also, more fish. Let's go ahead and just grab some of these. Come here, guys. Yay! I must collect all of the fishies. Anyway. Yep, here we go. The Moonstone Lake. A truly rare sight, a waterfall that runs through a vein of moonstone. The water plunges from above to carry away bits of moonstone, and it is said to have mystical attributes. It is believed that those who drink the water enjoy a long life. So we'll dive back down. Here we go. The Flying Machine. An odd-looking ship whose origins remain a complete mystery. The fluid design and strange metals used in its hull have led theories of a ship built by another world, and some even go so far to say that it traveled through areas without air. So yeah, this is a ship that looks like it was designed to go through water rather than through air, saying a entirely different story of a world that we had before. It's kind of right over by this giant vortex over here on this little bitty island. But I believe that does it for over here. I think there is another one in the high sky that we can get back towards that entrance to Sailor's Island. So we'll go back up and head back over. Okay, so yes, that was one of the ones that is story locked. There are, with the Legends remake that I am playing, there are 3 extra sort of things that are added that are only available after you have reached Swashbuckler ranking. And that discovery is one of them. There is a discovery, another boss fight, and I don't remember what the third thing is. But we are close to another one of the roaming discoveries that is up here in the high sky. This one covers a really, really big area. It kind of just goes from Aramba to Rixus, down over to the Lands of Ice, actually kind of straight to Glacia, or the Ruins of Ice, and then kind of right back up to Maramba. Actually, it might go even further than that. Does it actually go... Now I'm curious. Okay, so yeah, it kind of more goes over to this area, which, if you'll recall, is where we found, I believe, an old city. So it kind of connects all of these ancient cities in a way, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it's just kind of neat. It kind of connects the 3 ancient cities under the purple, green, and red moons. But if you just kind of fly counterclockwise, because its pathway goes clockwise, should be able to run into it eventually. Oh, there it is. Alright, so let's grab it here. The Skytrain. While a rail car of a similar nature currently exists in Valua, this flying train is believed to have once carried passengers between the lands of the red, green, and purple moons. Although no more passengers board, the Skytrain carries on. Yeah, so as I mentioned, it kind of goes between all 3 of the ancient cities, which is just really neat. That one can be kind of a pain to find because it covers a lot of area, but if you know where those 3 ancient cities are, then it's not terrible to try and really figure out. But since we're here, if we just head north and up here in the high sky, there should be another discovery just kind of north of Nazrid. So just to pretty much straight north of us, just to a little bit east of Nazrid. So let's just go that way. Oh, and I can see it right there. Alright. Go nab this dude. The Iron Star. And you can see very similar structure to Rakumen? Whatever, the Red Gigas. The head structure looks very similar here. A strange object said to have been launched by the ancient civilization of the Red Moon. Its purpose has been long forgotten, but legends say that its eye could see the entire world. Even now, sailors navigate by its rhythmic flashing light. So yeah, it almost looks like a proto-Gigas from the Red Moon, but we have another discovery that we can see up here in the high sky, so let's just head over here, go to the end of the rainbow, and we get Rainbow Island. What lies at the end of the rainbow? It's a question everyone asks when they're young, but as they grow older, it is perhaps forgotten. Perhaps only a few who remember can find the legendary island at the end of the rainbow. Yeah, I feel like you should get more for finding that place, but whatever, not that big a deal. And if we go... So now there is another roaming discovery. It kind of starts at Crescent Isle, loops around, and it kind of goes over, and then it actually goes right along this discovery, goes all the way over towards Gordo, and just kind of loops back over and comes back around. So it's going to be another real big one. I'm just going to do some laps and see if we can't find it. Also, in case you were interested, now that we can go to the high sky, we can go straight back to Mount Kaizai if we ever want to. There's no real need to do that, but you can. And the path for this particular discovery kind of goes over Mount Kaizai. So that's another good way to keep track of where you are with it. Alright, so we're coming up to the lands of the Yellow Moon. I haven't found that discovery yet, but since we're here, there are actually a few discoveries down in the lower sky that we can get in this area. We also need to be in the low sky. Oh, hi guys. We also need to be in the low sky in order to, continue the storyline. But we can get a few discoveries while we're down here anyway, and just make things a little easier. Get the dancing lights, a natural phenomenon that can be seen underneath the Valuan continent. It is said to be caused by electricity from yellow moonstones in the soil. Some say that it's caused by a giant creature that sleeps deep inside the ground. Ha ha ha! Yeah, definitely just a myth on that. Definitely not real. But if we go pretty much straight north, we should be able to find another discovery just a little bit over. There we go. The rabbats. Strange creature that spends its entire life hanging upside down by digging its claws into the rock face. Until it was discovered underneath the Valuan continent, it was thought to be a myth. Its intelligence and ferocity belie its cute appearance. So, yep, there they are. Alright. And just checking things out here. There is another one up in the high sky, but that's pretty much what we wanted to find over here. So let's just head back east, and we'll head back up to the top. I'm curious what these fish are. They are all over the place. Alright, I caught one. There's Crescent Island, so we'll face back to the west. Now, the thing I'm looking for might have passed me by while I was grabbing stuff. If it did, that's okay. I'm just going to keep going. There will be another discovery we can get over Valua as well. Let's actually see where we are on the map. It's actually kind of right above the Maw of Tartarus, weirdly enough. So let's just head to the north a little bit here. I think it might be on top of this mountain. Yep, here we go. The Sky Ladder. A Valuan legend states that before the age of airships and air balloons, the people of the ancient world over many years built a ladder from which they could see the entire world. But what would the people of that era think of Valua's own armada? Yeah, so there is literally a ladder here. Alright, well, I need to get back south a little bit so that I can continue hunting down this other discovery. Oh, here it is. This guy is a real pain in the butt, but we should be able to get him here. Come on. There it is. The Flying Flail. Yeah. An ancient history book shows records of contests of strength in which athletes would spin balls of steel at great speeds and launch them into the air to see whose ball traveled the farthest. Could this be a ball from such a contest? I don't know, but it will fly forever. Alright. I'm not really sure how many other discoveries there are. It looks like we have most of them, so I'll do a quick look through and see if there's any others that we were missing. Okay, so from my estimates, I think we have 2 more that we are currently missing that are not story locked. So one of them is in the low sky just to the west of this little rift here, and then another one is another traveling one in the high sky that kind of does a loop around over here. So we'll need to get that, but for now, let's go get that one in the low sky, and if we're really lucky, we'll run into the high sky one along the way. Alright, I don't see the high sky one, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. Let's just dip on down here. I think I am actually inside of I was kind of inside the air rift. That's alright. we'll just come on over, and I believe the one we're looking for is right on top of this rock here. Yep. The Volume Wreckage. 20 years ago, a flagship of the Armada disappeared above northern Nazrid near the end of the Valua-Nazir War. Some theories mentioned a murder attempt on the commander of the Armada, but the mysterious disappearance has never been fully explained. Also, fish. Alright, so we need to get this last little guy, which is going to be a pain because it's another traveling one. They really like these traveling ones. Now, for my estimates, this guy kind of follows this line here and just kind of does a... kind of just makes a box. I believe it flows clockwise? Let me verify that. Yeah, it flows clockwise and it kind of just follows the lines. So we're just gonna do the opposite. I need to just go south and then down, up and over. And I'm just gonna repeat that until I find it. Oh, there it is. Alright, the Flutterflies. Yeah, this is what the Hermit was telling us about. A butterfly that travels in groups in search of balloon flower nectar. Their remarkable endurance allows them to travel across vast spans without sleeping or resting. Also, the silk produced by their larva, is valued for its strength and resilience. So I think if you just hang out by the balloon flower in the north sky, these guys will eventually come to it, but I don't like to sit and wait. I'm impatient. So I would rather just follow their path and find it eventually. But let's see. I believe we should... Oh, we are missing one here. Okay. So we're missing one after the ruins of Rolanda. We're also missing one after Rigu Island. And we're missing ones after the Rolling Stone and Long Line. So let me look up and see which ones those are and where I can find them. Alright, I believe I have realized where all of the ones I am missing currently are. They're all in the Lands of Ice, which is the only place I haven't really gone to look. We've got a couple in the low sky and I believe one in the high sky. I'm kind of right in between both, so let's just head north to it, I guess. And go get those guys. Alright, so the first one I want to get is right pretty much where the mountains meet the Dark Rift in the Lands of Ice over here. So I just need to head a little bit to the northeast, and it should be in the high sky. So let's get a little bit closer to the mountains. Am I actually even in the right place? I am, okay. So it should just be to the north here. Probably up on top? Yeah! The Tomb of Ice. Alright. A coffin of ice built by a father who could not bear his sorrow. The girl encased within the ice bears an expression almost resembling a smile. Etched into the tablet sealed within are... Wow. Etched into a tablet sealed within are the words, "My daughter, may your beauty be eternal." Oof. Alright. Where is it? Is it below me? Oh, there it is. It's very small. Which should be expected. There's literally supposed to be a person inside it. Alright. But I believe that does it for the high sky. There should be two in the low sky here as well. And they are up pretty much right near this rift, just kind of next to each other over here. So let's just go get those. Just need to head to the northwest and get into the low sky. Alright, so the first one is very clearly going to be on this special island. So let's grab that. Yep, the Southern Cross. A mysterious cross-shaped island, a building that sits on top of it is said to be a remnant of the Purple Civilization. Legends say that the long arm of the cross points towards the location of that civilization, but no one has ever confirmed it. So, in case you were having more trouble finding Galacia, if you just follow straight, if you follow the arrow from this guy, it'll lead you straight to it, pretty much straight south. But if we go straight west from here, we should be able to find another discovery. So let's do that. Oh, and there it is. Get a little closer here. We have the deep snow. In the skies deep beneath the lands of ice, a white substance rises up from beneath the clouds like some sort of secret fountain. It only ever appears in one specific place, making it even more difficult to understand. Alright, cool. Now let's check our discoveries again and make sure we've got everything. We are still going to need to actually turn these in, but alright. And then after the long line is, I believe, the final discovery in the game, which is locked, story locked. But I will confirm that real quick, make sure I'm not missing anything. Alright, yep, that one is story locked. So, we have found every single discovery that we can get in this game. Now, we do still have another black pirate that we can get. Apparently he's been traveling near the lands of ice. So we can go and fight him. Which we are in the lands of ice, so I feel like that's probably pretty appropriate. So let's see if we can find him. I do remember that this guy can be a little difficult to find. He is a Euphotoman, so I would expect to see him in the high sky. I believe he likes to hang out more towards the middle of the continent, but I do remember him being difficult to locate at times. Alright, I'm not finding him. He's supposed to be in the high sky in a giant gaudy ship. So it might be that I need to do more of the story before he will appear. A lot of times, progressing the story will make more stuff appear. So for now, let's go turn in all of our discoveries. And I think that just about does it. There really isn't a whole lot else to do. Well, you know, aside from actual story progression. I also have this one little square over here that I never explored. You know what? I'm close to it anyway. I'm just gonna go grab that square. Alright, I believe I have now successfully flown over every inch of this map. I feel very accomplished. Well, let's sail back to Sailor Island, I guess, and go turn in those discoveries.